In Nigeria, I was hearing, bring Simon Ekpa home. Let him face consequences of his act. Let him face the law. Bring him home. They were acting as if, are we lion? Are we waiting to devour him? It's not the solution. Because if it was the solution, since they arrested him and the Kanu, has the agitation stopped? Don't see agitator, a person that is agitating for freedom, you open fire. No, 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 it doesn't work. You can use diplomacy, you can use high political level strategy to meet the person, to see if you can, come out with their requirements, to see if that their problem or the motive that pushed them to that agitation can be solved.
Seeing that Ekpa is doing the right thing, that in no distant time the world will live to see Ekpa in full light. What is your take as regards this?
Freedom fighters have their way of doing things. Governments can make them angry, leaders can make them angry, and they will be also angry. So when they are calling them terrorists, they can call also those who are calling them terrorists. So they will be exchanging word, will I call it word of insult. I cannot say Mr. President is a terrorist. No, I can't say it. At the same time, there was something I was saying before. I was saying that when you see a freedom fighter, don't go and will I say, don't go and meet him with a gun. Don't start to fight him with a gun. Don't go with brutality. Don't go with violence to a freedom fighter. If you are a good politician, call that freedom fighter. Invite the freedom fighter on a round table. That's what I was saying. And discuss. If you convince him, good. If you don't convince him, his agitation will continue. That is it. So, Ngozi Oraveze calling Mr. President a terrorist is because also so many leaders are saying they are terrorists, and they're telling them we are not terrorists. And now that Finland have treated the matter, I know they haven't finished with it. Simon Ekpa maybe will still go to court, but they didn't. So many people among them that they released is because they didn't find them guilty. So, but in Nigeria, I was hearing, bring Simon Ekpa home. Let him face consequences of his act. Let him face the law. Bring him home. They were acting as if, are we lion? Are we waiting to devour him? It's not the solution. Because if it was the solution, since they arrested him and the Kanu, has the agitation stopped? No, it is still on. If they arrest Simon Ekpa, the agitation will still continue. It means you can't quench a fire burning with fire burning. You would have called them, invite everybody on a round table. Then if you invite Simon Ekpa in Nigeria now, he will never come. So why not look for a neutral area, a neutral land, a neutral country? Why not even meet him there? Why not have a round table? You see, many people are saying until today that our unity was that Britain used power to unite Nigeria. They didn't consult us before uniting us. Many people are saying it today. They didn't meet every tribe, group by group, and ask for their consentment before they unite Nigeria. They just unite Nigeria for their own interest. So now that some people are kicking against that unity, because some people are saying in North they are tired of Nigeria. In Yoruba land, some are saying they are tired of Nigeria. Then Biafrans have been agitating since, will I say, more than 50 years today. They are agitating. So it means the tribe are almost tired. If you see now, Tinubu is in power. He brought what he called tax reform bill. Northerners are kicking against it. It's not Yorubans or Igbos that are kicking against. It is Northerners that are kicking against it, and yeah, they are kicking against it. But all the other people are not. Even self, some of them are saying instead of that, let Nigeria be split. So it means that no, there is no really unity. Why should Igbos didn't kick, Yorubans didn't kick, and you now you are kicking against it? So everything in Nigeria should favor North, and North should approve every law and everything before the thing will be applied. So when any tribe is feeling marginalized, provided that tribe is not from the North, no problem. No problem at all. You see what happened during protest, the last protest. Igbos did not protest, and the thing was not hot in Yoruba land. It was only not that, you know, their protest was very, very hot. Is it because the person that is ruling is not from the North? What? Tell me what we did not suffer during the time of Buhari. We suffer everything. He locked everybody inside a room. That's what he called lockdown during COVID-19. Without provision, you were dying for hunger inside your room. And after that, he organized what he called cashless police, which now they cover everything with Emefiele. Politicians are funny. Everything is on the head of Emefiele. And the Oga, because CBN government cannot do anything without the president. No. It is not done.
And they are not saying they are just Buhari. Everything was put on Emefiele.
Nobody talk about Buhari. They talk only about Emefiele. Cashless politics killed many people. Cashless politics made people during Buhari made people naked themselves in many banks. And Northerners were saying nothing is happening, everything is moving well. Is it because it's your brother that was there? And now that Tinubu come up, he is fighting to see what he can do to ameliorate the economic of Nigeria. He wants every state to work and generate an income so that the country will continue to, the country will at least solve their economic problems. But now they are kicking against. They are saying instead is you don't accept it. Why you don't accept it? Is it because it's not your brother that want to implement that law? Lockdown without provision. You didn't say anything. You didn't protest. Cashless, where people were dying, while their money is in the bank. You didn't do anything. You didn't organize protest. And now, tax reform bill, you are kicking and fighting. And where are we? That unity is not yet there. That unity.
We're not one.
No. We are not one. That one is by force. So, Ngozi Orabueze may agitate. Simon Ekpa, Nandi Kanu, all of them, and the other agitators may agitate. Notwithstanding, we can't say Mr. President is a terrorist, but agitators are fighting and doing all what it takes to be free. You know, when you are caged, when a bird is in the cage, that bird cannot stay quiet. When a lion is in the cage, the lion will be doing his best to free himself from cage. How much more human beings? We are not made to be caged. Human beings are not made to be marginalized. Everywhere you marginalize any human being, there must be a problem. Why is it a polygamous family? We don't like polygamous family. In our side, we don't like it. Because in a polygamous family, the husband may not satisfy the 2 or 3 wives. He can buy gold for one and buy silver for the other. And the other one will say, why this one gold and my own silver? So quarrel will come up. So anywhere human being feel marginalized, there must be problem. So I think that's why the exchange of word, you are terrorist, you are not terrorist, you are terrorist, is because people want to be free.
Well, as regards what Ngozi was saying, as regards Ekpa's freedom, she said the Finnish government have already realized that Ekpa is fighting for the right cause, that he is doing the right thing, that in no distant time he will be freed. What is your take as regards this?
That is why I said it initially. Don't see a person, if somebody is ready now to fight and is warming himself to fight, you will see even journalists will go closer. Two boxers want to box themselves. Boxing is a normal sports exercise that is accepted, but journalists will ask the two fighters. He will question them. He will ask them to know what is in their mind, what to push you into this type of sports. Why are you there? So that's what I'm saying, that when you see agitator like Ngozi Orabola said, they are fighting a right cause. So that's why I say, when you see them agitating, meet with them, ask them why, look into it. If it is problem that you can solve, look if they are right or not. Don't see agitator, a person that is agitating for freedom, you open fire. No, it doesn't work. You can use diplomacy, you can use high political level strategy to meet the person, to see if you can come out with their requirements, to see if that their problem or the motive that push them to that agitation can be solved, and they can drop the agitation. But in Nigeria, you warm up. Look, let me tell you something. If Biafrans are still agitating to today, I will say that agitation, the reason they are agitating or the cause of it is on the head of many of our former leaders, people who started to lead after the Biafran war. Let me tell you, I'm not promoting Igbos. Igbos are very simple people when it comes to politics. Igbos are very simple people. You will see that many Igbos are not even interested in politics. Many of them, if you verify in Igbo land, you may see them many, because what I'm telling you is few people. Look into the life of Igbos. They are business people. They are very, very occupied with their business. And so many business people don't want even trouble. And the leaders of Nigeria are very lucky leaders, because many Nigerians don't even have information. They are not even interested in what is going on in their country. Many Nigerians don't want to know who is ruling, who is not ruling. That is why whatever level you take in Nigeria, they will tell you, we will survive, we will adjust. And Nigerians are even religious people. Many of them don't even look at the leaders. They just base on what God will do for them. That is why you can see in this Nigeria, people can loot money as they want. You see a civil servant, a government worker, who has a jet, who has a investment here and there, who will suddenly become the first landlord of Africa, a government worker. It's not, many of them, it's not that they come from a rich family background. All their riches come from government. So back to what I was saying. If our leaders were doing things right and well, nobody would have been talking about Biafra today. Like as I told you, they are business people. They don't have too much time. It's because after the war, the same thing that we are complaining is on. The same thing that we are complaining continue. Look, for an Igbo man to clear his goods, He will travel 100 miles away to Lagos to clear the goods, and travel again 1,000 miles away to take it to the east. Sometimes goods are imported by Igbo importers, and their goods, the articles they are selling is more is cheaper in Lagos than in the east, just because whatever you want, you will come to Lagos. You want to clear your goods, you come to Lagos. You want to travel, you come. International airport is in Lagos. Unless if it is now, they want to start to change it. If you go to Apapa some years ago, there you will see Apapa will be saturated. Tankers everywhere, hold up every day. Why? Is it not the same country? Didn't you call it one Nigeria? Why shouldn't there be seaport, international one, that will be also even cheap, even to clear goods will be cheap? Why don't you have many international airports there? Because many Easterners are travelers. They travel to many countries. Do you know that some years ago, for me to take a flight, I ride from east to Lagos to take a flight in Ikeja airport. Whereas there are closer places in the east I can take a flight. So out of that, so many marginalization inside Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So if Ngozi Oraveze say is a right course, she know where she base, she know what base she's saying that, and that now I is saying that is a right course. You see, if Finland did not found Simon Ekpa guilty, is Finland not a country? Nigeria is also a country. The same court that didn't find him guilty here, we have the same court there. But are they doing things in the same way? Are they respecting the law? Are they respecting the law? I heard on the news when they said the charge and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. But after all, he's still there. And when I verify, he said he want to go. He's not a Nigerian. He want to be free from Nigeria. And Sunday Igboho also said the same thing. And today Sunday Igboho is free, and Nnamdi Kanu is returned. So that's one opened the eyes of many Igbos, and that's why they keep on saying Igbos are marginalized, Igbos are hated. We are not part of this country. That's why they are saying it. So Ngozi Oraveze know on what she based to say the Simon Ekpa is fighting the right cause. And even not only them today, many Yorubas are saying they are tired of Nigeria. Many Northerners are saying they are tired of Nigeria. Why not have a round table and look into it and look for solution without sharing blood, solution without violence?
Okay, but lastly,
yes,
Ngozi said, if Nigeria don't do the needful, if Tinubu don't do the needful, that there will be see more, or there are 100 of 1,000 of Nnamdi Kanu still waiting to continue for when Nnamdi Kanu stop. If Nigeria don't do the needful by dividing the country.
Yes, I know when people start agitation, I'm not in their, will I say, in their this thing, in their government of agitators. I'm not there, but what I know is this: is well arranged organization. They must be well organized. Know that they fight war because of this Biafran issue. So after the war, they still feel marginalized, and they still tell government of Nigeria, we are marginalized. We don't want to be with you. After all, it's not by force that we must be together. So as he said, they're going to see thousands of them. Remember that Nnamdi Kanu told them that, look, arresting me doesn't make any change. If you arrest me, more people are coming out, even if I die. And it is what happened. And he said those who will come out who may be even dangerous. And when Simon Ekpa came out, he was telling them, he was telling Nigerians, look, oh, I'm not my Ogana Nikalu. My Ogana Nikalu is a preacher. Me, I don't preach. Oh. You see, he forwarded this issue. The action was even more powerful than the one of Nnamdi Kanu. And after him now, whomever that will represent him is coming with again more action. You understand? It means that arresting them, locking them up, wishing, saying, go to Finland, extradite him. If you extradite him, it means there will be no change because they are well organized people. After me, it is you. Duku, this is what I will do. When I finish doing, in case if they arrest me, I'm saying that those people are ready to die. They are ready to die for what they believe. So for us to not, continue in more violence and continue in more losing our people, losing our soldiers as it is in the north, losing our soldiers everywhere, sharing the poor blood of Nigeria. Leaders, you should be careful and, have your sense. Know how to treat this matter so that bloodshed will stop. If it is going, that is better. Why not allow them to go? That is why now I start to believe those agitators, Biafra agitators, say that the problem that is making Nigeria to say we are one is not because they love us, it's because of the mineral resources that come from that area. Many oil wells belong to many Northerners. They are the head of many oil companies. So exploitation, that is why they say we should be one. And looking at it, you will say that they don't have reason. Looking at it, because you will hear politicians will use their politics to divide the people of East. There are two major tribes in Nigeria, Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, isn't it? But when they go to East, they will tell you, this one is from there. This one, you are not Igbo. This one is only today that Port Harcourt people have, many of them accepted fully, we are Igbo. Governor of Port Harcourt, I hear him speaking Igbo. So, for us to not continue to fall victim of this type of violence everywhere shaking in our country, leaders should know how to treat this matter. It's not violence, I don't think. They have been, practicing it. They haven't solved this problem. And they have been told that Biafra is an ideology. They have told them that if violence could finish it, after the war of Ojukwu and Nigeria, that war would have put in an end to this. But after that, the thing still come back. After Python, the agitation is still on. After Crocodile Smile, it is still on. And many others are happening today, and the thing is still on. Why not to look into it in another way than to utilize violence?